Sleep, sleep, sleep. The month of October is all about sleep for me. During the height of the pandemic and right before Christmas, the company that I worked for shut down and laid off almost everybody. I was one of those unfortunate citizens. During that time, I decided to get to know myself a little better and figure out how much sleep I actually needed. I did that by going to sleep when it felt natural and then waking up when it felt natural. I used my Fitbit to check that against what I did and realized that about 9 hours of time gives me 8-ish plus hours of sleep, and that is when I am personally at my optimum. So what I have decided to do is to take a slower progression into the steps that I took on a very fast pace because I was unemployed, and get back on track because I got off track. Long story, maybe we'll get into it one day, but the things that I have found that have worked best for me are...
I like to use the Apple Health app. There is a sleep schedule option that you can choose where you press sleep. You can scroll down to edit the schedule. You could choose which days you would like for your alarm to follow these schedules. I'm going to go with every day of the week. If you touch one of the ends of the arc, you can actually adjust how many hours in total you're attempting to get when it comes to being asleep. And you can also touch the middle of the arc and adjust what time you wish to wake up and go to sleep. After you get that figured out, which I like to have 9 hours between 8 and 5, you can choose the sound that you wish to wake up to in the morning. I personally like bird song. And then if you go out of this into the screen from before, you can scroll down to where it says wind down. And the wind down option allows you to give yourself a gentle alarm to let you know, hey, it's time to start trying to go to sleep. That's when I take my sleep aid pill.
When my wind down alarm goes off, for me, I have found that I sleep through the night with less interruptions, or if I do wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, for instance, I fall right back asleep when I take a sleep aid like Unisom. I've tried other things, herbal remedies and such, but Unisom is what works for me personally. You find out what works for you. I feel like we all have Google. We all have the ability to find 100 reasons why you should do something and 100 reasons why you shouldn't do something, and I kind of follow the school of thought of you do what works for you, and that doesn't mean it necessarily works for everybody, but you need to find what works for you. For me, I take Unisom and I sleep like a baby. It's fantastic. When I do get my sleep, I find that I feel better. I have better mental clarity. I mean, there's a long list of reasons. I have better willpower. I make better decisions. I mean, who doesn't want all those things?
So I decided to keep track each night of what time I take my pill, what time I get in bed for the evening, what time I put everything down and decide, okay, yeah, now it's time to go to sleep, and how many hours I got of actual sleep that night according to my Fitbit.
Research shows that the lowest amount of light possible is usually the best, but for me personally, I have animals that live in the room with me, so I don't think it's fair to necessarily put them in complete darkness. Even though I know they can see better than we can in the dark, they still need something to work with. So I have some Christmas lights that keep my room moderately lit at all times. I also believe that it's important to have consistency. as far as going to sleep at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning, regardless of the day of the week. So even on weekends, that means getting up, even when you don't want to, at 5 a.m., at least for me. As you can see, last night I did not take my pill until after 8 p.m. or go to sleep until 8:49. That is because I had a doctor appointment that I had to go also get some meds afterwards, and it took them quite a while to fill my prescription. So unfortunately, I did not get back home until right before 8 p.m. Just as a little lagniappe, in addition to working on 6 different aspects of myself in a 6-month period, I have also decided to focus on one of the 7 chakras during that period so that I could clear up, activate, reactivate, restart. Each chakra this month will be the root chakra, next will be the sacral chakra, and then by the time my 6-month period is up, I will hopefully be able to do nothing but focus on the crown chakra. Stay tuned to find out my progress during week 2 if you still are interested. Alright, thanks guys for watching.